So you've just bought a new dining table. Your old one's leg broke off last week and it's got a huge chip off one of the corners. Nobody wants that, right? So what else can you do? Take it to the tip maybe? It's worthless. It's the only option for it. Or is it? We're EcoCraft, an app designed to create value out of old, unwanted furniture. Furniture waste is a huge problem in the UK. There are 672,000 tonnes of furniture thrown away each year. This equates to around 22 million pieces of furniture. Only 17% of this furniture being disposed of is being recycled, meaning that landfills are overflowing with old sofas and chairs, which contributes to the toxic chemicals damaging our ecosystem. The manufacturing of new furniture is also increasing our carbon footprint through the greenhouse gases being emitted and negatively contributing to climate change. Not to mention furniture industry's consumption of wood, which poses another problem for our environment. Now, I know what you're thinking, and no, I'm not saying you should keep your old tattered furniture forever and never revamp your home. There are ways to dispose of your old unwanted furniture that aren't this. Upcycling has gained popularity in recent years and is the activity of taking old or waste items, such as furniture, and creatively modifying them in such a way that it creates a second life within the product that can be perceived as a greater quality or holding more artistic value. We appreciate that to do such a thing and to do it well requires both skill and time, and most people probably have neither to be able to do this. But we know there are people out there that do. This is some people's hobbies, so we decided to create a space for these people to interact. Let me introduce you to EcoCraft, where waste becomes art and sustainability becomes creativity. We have a mission to reduce waste and foster creativity by transforming discarded materials into valuable products, which we are completing through the development of this platform. EcoCraft is a platform where users can dispose of their unwanted items and donate them to someone with a passion for upcycling. It also functions as a marketplace for creatives to sell their upcycled pieces, giving each piece of furniture a second life. Let me show you a bit more of the app. On the left, we have the login screen, the first thing you see on opening the app, with our logo and slogan, transforming waste, creating value. In the centre is an example of a listing of an upcycled piece of furniture for sale. There are 3 options when opening a listing: favourite for later, share, or buy. On the right is the page where you upload a listing. As you can see, there are 2 options at the top. Needs love is for furniture or materials going to waste, and the second option is for upcycled furniture, such as the lamp listing in the centre. We have looked at many e-commerce apps and replicated functions we see throughout. We have tested this design out and received positive feedback, with everyone who took part being able to navigate the app with ease and complementing the design. Already at $5.25 billion, the sustainable furniture market in the UK is set to reach $7.35 billion by 2029. 4 in 10 Brits are upcycling, with furniture being the main choice. Google Trends found a 277% increase in online interest around furniture upcycling near me in the UK between February 2022 and June 2022. The reason for this growth in this market are the continuously growing concerns for the environment, with more people becoming aware of the harms mass production is having on the planet. And it's not just the environmental concerns that make this market favourable. A lot of people actually like the look of furniture that looks old and worn. Shabby chic was popular in the 90s, and as we've seen 90s fashion coming back into the mainstream, so has this style of decor. Of course, with an active market, we have competitors. Some sites that have upcycled furniture listed include Facebook Marketplace, eBay and Etsy. But all of these platforms encapsulate so many products and do not focus remotely on upcycling furniture. We also have Upsite, a website that sells upcycled furniture. However, much of this furniture is vintage and at a high price points, so it isn't as accessible to the everyday person. It also does not offer furniture to be upcycled, focusing only on finished products. That is where we have found our gap in the market. Let's look at one of our potential customer profiles now. This is John, a teacher from London. John loves crafting and recently got interested in making his own shabby furniture. He's constantly on the hunt for bits and pieces he can transform. He has already made a lot of furniture and his own house is getting a bit full, so he began looking for a space where he can showcase and sell his creations. Here's another customer profile. Emily is an interior designer and loves finding unique pieces of furniture for her clients. She's a big environmental activist and likes to recycle the furniture her clients no longer want as well. Being an interior designer, she has seen how well pieces of furniture that have been deemed old and battered can be transformed into trendy pieces after some TLC. Our business, of course, functions through our app, but the EcoCraft brand is also active on social media. We run ads on both Facebook and Instagram to gain recognition and generate users. One of our greatest assets as a channel is TikTok. #upcycling currently has over 8.6 billion views on TikTok, and upcycled furniture has over 75.4 million views. We are actively engaging with these hashtags not only to promote the app directly, but to promote upcycling in general. We're posting videos under these hashtags which offer tips and tutorials on upcycling, keen to get more people interested in the craft and encourage them to upcycle their own furniture. This in turn will generate more users for us, as they can then use this platform with their new skills. The key partners for EcoCraft are our users, both those who have furniture to get rid of and those with a hobby for crafting, which upcycle the furniture to sell on the platform. We then have social media influencers. As I mentioned, upcycling has become very popular on TikTok, so we sponsor those influencers with upcycling accounts who are able to promote our app as well as promote upcycling and get more people involved. We then also have our app developers who make sure the app is consistently running smoothly and making any necessary updates to ensure our users are having a positive user experience whilst using our platform. Then we go on to our key resources. Our app revolves around physical pieces of furniture, so our key resource is the furniture or materials that can be crafted into furniture, such as excess wood. We then have upcycling guides, like the content we post on our socials, to ensure we are promoting the upcycling craft and getting people involved. There is then also the existing user-generated content that is also getting people involved in upcycling. Since our app is handling a lot of functions including user profiles, transactions, messaging, we want to make sure our app is fully functional and secure. This means that the cost of development is around £30,000. Then to maintain it, it will be a further £350 a month. As I said earlier, we run Facebook and Instagram ads as well as sponsor influencers on TikTok, which is costing us around £200, meaning that our first month of operating, the total cost will be £30,550. Now let's compare that to our monthly revenue. We charge a 5% transaction fee. Let's average each sale at £20 and forecast that in our first month there will be 250 transactions. That brings us £5,000. Then, to gain more revenue, we are going to have ads running in our app, which brings in around an additional £500, bringing our total revenue to £5,500. This, however, leads our gross profit to minus £25,000. So then we got thinking about where we could find some of this income, and then we had a great idea. Crowdfunding. Since we are an environmental business encouraging more eco-friendly actions and ways of living, we thought it would be appropriate to try crowdfunding, as what we are doing is ethical and we believe that many people will be on board. So we've set a goal of £25,000, which would cover the entire cost of getting our app up and running and making our contribution to fighting the UK's problem with waste. So whether you're a crafter, looking for some unique furniture, eager to save the environment, or simply want to get rid of your old sofa, EcoCraft is catering to you, alongside positively contributing to mitigating the environmental worries that we now face. I hope to see your creations soon.